Hey guys, big news today. The Packers have signed Ahmad Brooks. This is the Out of Breath Armstrong Packer Minute, the show where I walk around the neighborhood talking about the Packers, and you watch to see if I get pummeled by a club wagon. Yes, today the news is that about 2 o'clock it started to come out via Ian Rappaport that the Packers had indeed signed Ahmad Brooks on a 1-year deal. This is a signing, as far as we know right now, not a agreed to terms or anything standoffish like that. This is supposedly a done deal. A deal worth up to $5 million, depending on how the incentives come out. And as you can see, Cujo's excited about it, as you can hear. So we don't know what the signing bonus is. We don't know how it's broken down, but it's a 1-year deal. I think this is a Packer-friendly deal. We can get a look at the guy. He can be perhaps a boost to our defense, who is decimated at the outside linebacker position. And it's not going to cost us a ton of money. And we can offload him if we don't like what we see. Now, pros and cons on Brooks. And we're going to start with the cons. The number one con being this guy has character issues. And this does not seem to be a prototypical Packer person, a Packer signing, but a lot of what you feel about that depends on whether you trust Ted Thompson and the boys to correctly assess whether this guy is, either he isn't a bad seed in the first place and none of this stuff really happened, or he is on the path of reform and is a good character guy as of now and worth the signing. When we posted just a little bit after 2, I did get mixed reviews, including people that said, I had one comment on, that they were very disappointed in the Packers organization for signing Brooks. And so that is the number one sort of negative about him, but that's not the only one necessarily. The guy is 33 years old. Now that's only 2 years older than Clay Matthews, but we know the criticism Clay Matthews is facing right now and the heat that he's taken in the public eye or the Packer Nation eye. And Brooks is older than that. So there are question marks as to which Ahmad Brooks we're going to get. Are we going to get the Pro Bowler? Are we going to get the, or are we going to get just a guy who's a little too old, a little too slow? I personally think he's going to, as I've said before, a lot of guys, I think, experience a renaissance in Green Bay. And so I don't think his age is going to be that much of a factor. He's a veteran. If nothing else, we will get some... we'll have some ability for him. That's not a very good way to say it. He will be able to help our young guys improve and grow as players. He'll come in, he's plug and play. He's not going to have to learn the defense. He is versatile. He's going to be able to do anything that the Packers need him to do, that Dom Capers needs him to do on defense. These are all good things. This guy is a pass rusher. You know, he's only been having a handful to a half dozen sacks a year of late. And yet that's about what we got out of Julius Peppers. So if we were to be able to add, and remember, this is one of the questions we've had to answer this offseason, is where do we take up the slack that Julius Peppers would leave behind? And it's not just Julius Peppers, it's Dayton Jones as well. So there were plenty of pressures by Dayton Jones that we will not have available to us either. And guys like Ahmad Brooks may help us out in that regard. I think he will. I think this is a good signing. I'm going to go ahead and trust the organization to know whether this guy is a good seed, bad seed, or somewhere in between. And I'm going to look forward to seeing Brooks get out on the field. Let's see him work with Clay. You know, he will presumably be a week 1 plug-and-play starter, and or at least rotational guy, and get out on the field right away. So we'll see what happens with that. We got to get Perry healthy. We've got to get Matthews healthy. How you doing, man? Good. It's hard to be bad on a day like this.
How far you live away from here?
I live just over the hill.
I was going to give you a ride if you lived in front.
Oh, no, I'm cool. I'm walking anyway. Yeah, I do a show while I walk. Oh. So, yeah, I'm just cruising around shooting. It's kind of narcissistic, but hey, they seem to like it. Okay. Have a good one, man. I appreciate it, by the way. There's a neighbor, good guy. So, yeah, I think this is a great signing. I personally was... And I did have the character concerns are big for me, but I have to admit, I'm just pretty stoked, to be honest. And I don't know how you feel. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about the Ahmad Brooks signing. We will shortly get a chance to see what this guy can do. We won't see him in practice. We may see him in the last preseason game if they want to plug him in just to get a few reps under his belt, see what they can do with him, what he can do with us. And I would not be surprised. At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we don't see him until week 1 against Seattle. Going to make this week even more interesting, but I do think this is a good signing, particularly in light of the situation at outside linebacker. We need help. We need bodies. I said the other day, our outside linebacker position is starting to look like our cornerback and safety position last year, cornerback in particular. And we were going to have like a 4th stringer starting for us. You know, Vince Beagle, not available. We haven't seen Clay Matthews since he went out with a little bit of tightness in the groin. We don't know the situation for sure on Nick Perry, although we've been told it's not a long-term concern. So for my money, this is a good signing. We will see very soon. But let me know what you think in the comments below, because I know there is controversy over this guy as well. One thing I think he can add, Ahmad Brooks, just quickly, seems to add to our attitude. We've been showing much more attitude on defense. I like that, and I think the Packers need to do that. I think most of Packer Nation is excited that we are now showing that we're not the kind of defense that's going to get pushed around anymore. And Brooks just is going to add to that. You know, he's going to get out there, he's going to get his nose in, he's going to be angry, he's going to play angry, he's going to arrive angry. And I think these are all good things at this point in the preseason. I got to jump off here because I've got somebody coming up the road. This is the one spot where I actually have to get entirely off the road if somebody comes, because I have to be on their side and there is nowhere to go. Neighbor. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go for now. Just wanted to jump on real quick and get this thing off to you fast in case you had not heard the word. But Ahmad Brooks, look for the announcements officially coming soon. He's a Green Bay Packer, and this defense, I think, just got better. Guys, have a great day. We'll talk to you again soon. Tomorrow's a big game. Go Pack.
Packer Nation worldwide.